4K QLED 19-inch screen, 144Hz refresh rate, light and portable enough to take anywhere, but the best thing, it only uses 16 watts of power. What's up everybody, I'm Ayman and welcome back to Bush Business. This is the UPerfect 19-inch portable gaming monitor, and in this video I'm going to show you how it genuinely improved my life at home and at camp. Before I give you the background of this video, chapters are below for you to use if you want to skip ahead, but watching the whole video will make a lot more sense. Working from home and on the road sounds great, especially when you work from your man cave, until you come to the realization that working in a cold, dark garage isn't exactly the healthiest place to be working long hours from. You've got a vitamin D deficiency, you haven't seen your kids for days, and when you're on the road away from the cave, you're hunched over a tiny laptop screen that was never meant for real work, burning through valuable time. For me, both of these were my reality. At home, I was spending 12 plus hours a day, 7 days a week in this garage, shooting videos, editing, and running my IGL coatings business. Same room, same black walls, and no windows. And despite being at home, I wasn't seeing my family. I'd walk inside every few hours, and when I finally finished my work, the kids are asleep, everyone's asleep, and I'd feel horrible. That was my Groundhog Day. On the road, it was even worse. I'd pack my laptop and drive somewhere incredible, tell myself this time I'd actually enjoy being out of the garage. People think that you're on holiday when you're not, and you're hunched over the tiny screen, again trying to do as much work as you can, missing your kids and feeling guilty. And I am genuinely curious to know, do any of you guys travel for work, and do you feel the same way that I do? Please let me know in the comments below, because what I used to find is that because the work is piling up, I don't actually enjoy where I am. I don't appreciate the trip. I miss out on the campfire. I miss out on the whole reason I left the house in the first place to begin with, because I'm trying my best to keep up with my work. So then I asked myself a pretty simple question. Is there a way to fix this? Can I work more comfortably and more efficiently? And most importantly, can I improve my family life at the same time? So a few months ago, I decided to pick up the UPerfect 16-inch portable monitor with my own money, to see if that would help boost my efficiency while I'm working on the road. And that monitor was a genuine eye-opener for me. I never realized how much I actually needed the second screen until I had one, and those of you who have followed the channel for a while now would have seen it in a few of my videos. It was very clear on my Brisbane trip for the 4x4 show. I was working and editing just as fast as I would be in my garage, but from my tent or my hotel room. And when I came back, I was so happy with the setup that I made a whole video about my mobile office that is linked in the description below. After that trip, I reached out to UPerfect to share my feedback as a genuine happy customer, and I was blown away that they offered me this larger, higher quality monitor to try, as they felt that it would be more suitable for my editing and setup. And what a difference did those 3 inches make. It doesn't sound like much on paper, but side by side, it's a substantial jump. It kind of transformed the monitor from a second laptop screen for work to something far more versatile. And let me show you what I mean. Because this monitor is powered from the single USB-C cable from the laptop that gives it both the display signal and power, I now have a choice. I can still record in the garage, and then I can edit and work from wherever I like. I can work from the living room or the pergola or inside of my tent, as you might have seen previously in my videos. Despite being 19 inches, it packs away very slim in its protective case. And because it only needs that single cable to use, it is very easy to set up, making you more motivated to use it. So I just pick it up and make my office anywhere I like for the day. The display is also crystal clear, and it is designed to have a superior color profile for video and photo editing, not just gaming. And if the kids are at home, I set up on the dining table, and despite the workload being exactly the same as before, I can do that work with the kids beside me while they watch some TV, play some games, or do some of their homework. And just as important, I can actually see some sunlight as part of my working day and be part of the family, not just the guy who lives in the garage and occasionally walks inside of the house. And because the monitor and laptop use such little power, I can literally work outside in my backyard and use the power station or a power bank to keep it all running for as many hours as I need. But the on-road transformation is even bigger. On my last trip to Clyde River National Park, I set up office right beside the water. Before I even unpacked the fishing gear, I had the monitor up on the table, hooked up to the laptop, working away, sending invoices, replying to emails, just as I would in any office or at home, but on a beautiful riverbank, fishing and having a glass of wine. With this setup, I still had work to do as normal, But rather than choosing between letting the work pile up until I get home or struggling through the tiny little laptop screen, I could do both. I enjoyed my trip and I worked just as fast as I would have in my garage, but I finally enjoyed the fishing, I caught my dinner and I cooked it right there beside my desk. I powered through all of my work, and when I got home the next day, I got to spend time with my kids without a backlog and without feeling guilty. That alone would have made this monitor worth bringing, but the part that means the most to me is that the whole family can now benefit from the monitor at camp. A benefit that I didn't even think about before having this monitor. Love it or hate it, technology is part of our lives. And when you have young kids, there's a time in every camping trip where they need to slow down after playing in the dirt all day. That time is generally when the weather turns bad and the kids can't play outside, or it's late and the kids need to calm down just for the parents to have a bit of a break. And if you've got kids and you've ever tried keeping them entertained on a rainy camp day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For my kids before this monitor, they were hunched over an iPad watching cartoons or playing the Nintendo Switch, squinting at that little tiny microscopic screen that kept falling over. Bedtime was the worst. They hold up the iPads until their arms get tired and then they fight over who the screen was closer to. Now they can plug the Nintendo Switch straight into the monitor, both of them sitting back comfortably and playing together as if they were playing at home. And thanks to a portable power station, there's no limitation on what you can run. You can take a PlayStation 5 and enjoy some proper gaming on the road with your mates, or for us, we can have our traditional family gaming night on the road, which was never an option before this monitor. What makes it even sweeter is that this is actually a gaming monitor, so when you plug that PlayStation 5 in, you're going to be playing at full quality. The experience is genuinely as good as playing on any TV, if not even better. Family movie night is no longer just at home. Now that we have a decent screen size, everyone can watch the movie, everyone can hear the movie. We're actually watching things together as a family at camp. And a quick note on the built-in speakers. They're actually quite decent. I was expecting them to struggle, but they're loud enough for you to enjoy your movie and annoy the campers next door, so make sure you don't put them up too loud. But they are tiny, so don't expect them to be as good as high-quality Bluetooth speakers. As I mentioned earlier, power draw is only 16 watts, and to put that into perspective for you, my very small power bank can run this monitor for almost 5 hours continuously, where the Anker C300 DC will power it for almost 20 hours. And that is plenty of Netflix and chill for anybody. In the box, you get the monitor, you get some high-quality USB and HDMI cables, and various adapters. And with these adapters, you can pretty much run this monitor with just about any device that you'll take on the road with you that has a video output. Build quality is solid without being heavy. It's about 1.4 kilos only, and the body is a combination of alloy and plastic. The built-in foldable stand on the back is very stable and usable, but if you do want more, UPerfect do sell a good range of dedicated stands that give you more flexibility. It also has VESA mount compatibility, so if you want to mount the monitor to a wall or inside of your canopy, you can. And it comes with 2 years warranty, which is reassuring for a monitor that's going to see a lot of camping in its life. With the specifications out of the way, who actually needs a portable monitor like this, and should you buy one? If you work remotely, be it at home or on the road, and you're sick of hunching over a small laptop screen that you can't really be productive using, this is for you. It only pulls 16 watts of power, which is almost nothing, and it takes up very little space. There is only one cable to set up and no external power, making it very portable and versatile. Also, if you appreciate a little bit of entertainment on the road and at camp, be it gaming, movies, or even just watching some sort of sport when the weather turns bad, this is for you. It's big enough for you to enjoy as a replacement for a TV, but far more versatile and energy efficient. Because this monitor is so light and you only use one cable to power it and run it, you can use it quite literally anywhere you like. You can use it at home for work, and then you can take it on a trip and use it to watch a movie on a swing arm from your canopy or from the camping table itself. When you're done from there, you can take it inside of your tent to continue watching the movie there. The options are really endless. An Amazon Fire Stick, some cables, and a small power bank is all you need to stream movies on the road. So should you buy it? Only you can answer that based on your situation. For me, however, this thing has become one of my most used pieces of gear that I own, at home and at camp, because it solves problems I didn't even realize I had until they were fixed. And yes, it's not a cheap piece of kit, but nothing that's high quality is ever cheap. And now that I have it and I have experienced it, I will buy this monitor any day over a fixed big screen like I have in my garage. Let me know in the comments below, are you currently using a TV or monitor on your travels? What are you using and how are you finding it? Also, if you haven't already done so, please give that like and subscribe button a click for me because it helps me out. Finally, if the 19-inch monitor is a little bit too large for your setup, or you want something that you can carry in your laptop bag, be sure to check out this video right here showing the smaller brother to this monitor. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.